Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui c'est mercredi le 8 novembre. Today is Wednesday, November 8th. Le mot de passe, which you will need for your flip video aujourd'hui, c'est désolé. Désolé. Speaking of your flip video, some of your gestes TPR from earlier in the slideshow here, as well as la question de la semaine, qu'est-ce que tu as fait ce week-end, available on this Jamboard so you can get some ideas for your answer, will also be part of your flip video as usual, so make sure you check those out before you do it. Les gestes TPR are also going to, several of those are going to show up in the story we look at tomorrow, which will also be into vendredi. So make sure you're familiar with those because they're going to be part of that story and you'll need them to fully comprehend the story. La chanson de la semaine, that Ben l'Oncle Sol song I had you listen to on lundi. Like I said, his birthday, son anniversaire, est vendredi. So we'll be hearing about him vendredi for our Aujourd'hui dans l'Histoire. And once you do hear about him a little bit more, I would like you to be familiar with at least that one song of his. Your flip video I mentioned already. We do have this listening practice activity that I postponed. It was going to be last week and now it's this week, where you'll be drawing un monstre and then taking a picture of it and uploading it to the assignment in Schoology. And then we'll do a little bit of pre-reading for the story that you'll be looking at in more depth demain. Okay, pour la vidéo flip. Here is your link. You're going to use the following terms. Bonjour, désolé, le mot de passe, qu'est-ce que tu as fait ce weekend? Remember, you'll need the Jamboard for that. So here it's linked once again. Je mets, je vais, which is just like la classe va, et je cours, je cours. Okay. So make sure that you know those. I just gave them to you. If you're watching this, you're ahead of the game. And then au revoir. Okay. Le monstre. So let me talk to you about le monstre a little bit. So I'm going to be, when you go to Schoology, you will see an assignment called Listening Activity un monstre. And you'll use this video and you'll watch me talk about le monstre. Then you're going to, as I talk about it, you can pause the video as needed and draw le monstre. You can also use a computer to do this if you want to, if you are savvy with different programs that you can use for drawing on your computer, go for that. You're going to label 10 détails, 10 details. You can say what he is named. You can put les yeux rouges and an arrow pointing to his eyes that are red. Il aime jouer de la guitare. You can draw une guitare. So you're going to draw and label 10 of the details that I mentioned in the video. Now, the video is a listening comprehension activity, so you may need some help with the spelling or even with what some of those words mean. You can get that help by opening up Quizlet. So if we go to our main page of Schoology, Quizlet vocab review, and we're looking for the set called La Personne Spéciale. And in La Personne Spéciale, we have a whole bunch of vocab that tells us about eye color, hair color, what people like to do, un animal de compagnie, and everything that I mention in the video is in here. The only thing I can think of that may not be, okay, now I do say il a les yeux rouges. So, il a les yeux rouges. I don't think I actually have here because in here we have more eye colors that are a little more typical for human beings, like les yeux bruns, vert, bleu. Le monstre a les yeux rouges. Rouge en français, red. So that might be an exception. But all the other things that I talk about in the video are on here and or described in the video itself. So if you have any additional questions about how to spell any of the words that I'm using in the video or anything like that, you can check out this Quizlet set. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If not, absolutely jump on my meet tomorrow between noon and 12:30, Michon French Online. And you know what? I meant to change this to 10. Désolé, I apologize if that was confusing. The story that we do tomorrow is going to be called Closet Space. Et c'est une histoire effrayante, a scary story. A Closet Space is actually based on a little short film. So we're going to be watching it. I'll show you a video of me explaining the little short film in screenshots, and I'll be using this vocab. And then you'll also watch the short film at the end so you can see the whole thing and how it all comes together. Donc, words that you're going to hear, le vocabulaire important, effrayant, effrayant. Un nouvel appartement, une femme, un homme, un placard, un cintre, un bruit, elle entend, elle va vers, elle voit, elle met. You recognize these from la classe entend, la classe va vers. Those are familiar to us. Une poupée. Sounds kind of funny in English. Poupée, I get it. It is a cognate with an English word. Can you guess it? What kind of looks like this word and is kind of like this thing? A puppet. Une poupée and puppet are cognates. Now, une poupée does not actually mean a puppet. It means a doll, but you can see the similarity there. And then you have the words sur et dans. Sur, dans. Once again, if you go to Schoology, or not Schoology, within Schoology, when you click on Quizlet Vocab Review, you have another Quizlet set at the top here called Closet Space. So you can see all of this vocab in that Quizlet set. So keep that in mind, and it will all come up again demain, tomorrow, when we begin this story in earnest. This is just a little sneak peek. Okay, like I said, jump on the meet if you have any questions for me. Otherwise, au revoir tout le monde.